Hello everyone, it's me Kenny. Welcome back to Kenny's Corner 2014. Today, I wanted to film a classic video. And what I mean by classic video is a video that I would have filmed when I started this channel, so basically over 1 year ago at this point. And that's why I include the intro and outro for this video, because I feel like making it spicy. I feel like adding the extra effects and all the fun stuff, because to let you guys know before the video begins, I'm going to be using this channel a lot more right now, more than my second channel, BopTube TV, due to the fact that I have big, and I mean huge plans over there. We have the profile picture contest, we have 100 subscriber specials that'll be coming very soon, since we're 2 subscribers away, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to my second channel. And we also have birthday and stuff electronic games. Now, I know in this video you might be like, Kenny, we can see some of the games in the background. Yeah, you might be able to see 1, 2, possibly 3 new games. But honestly, I don't really care. If you see them, point them out in the comment section. Why not? And maybe they'll be in the video. Maybe I've had them all this time. You guys don't know. I also have a third channel now, Kenny's Clips. Also, please go follow that. I still have to add it to a section on BopTube TV, and I don't even know if I have a section for it on this channel, but if I don't, I'll try to add one. Oh, I do. It's where I have BopTube TV link. So I'll add it there. But it's Kenny's Clips, and it's clips under a minute of these funny videos from this channel and BopTube TV. And you might be like, but Kenny, Reed already did that. Well, I'm improving on it, and I don't care what Reed says. All I can say about it is, all right. Had to throw in that little meme for you. Alright, I've done enough rambling. It's time we introduce the video today. Today I want to talk about school policies per se. Now, not exactly fully policies, but I just want to talk about a couple interesting tidbits of my school journey thus far. As some of you may know, I am in high school. I'm not going to say what grade, however, most of you could guess, judging by you guys knowing I'm 15. And I just want to talk about some policies and stuff that some schools have had. The first one is the cell phone policy. Big classic. At my middle school, you were not allowed to use your cell phone at all, because otherwise it would get taken away. Not one point during that day were you supposed to use that precious phone, but many kids broke that rule anyway. Starting high school, I noticed that, well, the phone rule was revamped in the way you wouldn't expect. We can use it at lunch, but if the kids pull it out one time, it instantly gets taken. Now, I know what you might be thinking, well, isn't that a good thing, Kenny? Well, on the one side, yes it is, but on the second side, if there's an emergency or something, and the kids are like trying to call their parents, or the parents are trying to reach them, I mean, let them use the phone just for that time. I mean, they're not gonna, if there's an emergency, they are not going to go on TikTok and post a video. At least I hope not. However, I don't know how some people are these days. But yeah, that's the phone policy. I mean, simple, I get it. Next up, school uniforms. Now, I haven't had to go through this policy, thankfully, but I know some schools have a policy where you have to wear a certain uniform for PE and stuff, and it just sounds really annoying. So for those of you who have gone through that, shout out to you. The next thing I want to talk about, which isn't a policy per se, is with students. 2 things. These are my pet peeves. Push in your chair. Ya red chair. Yeah, you guys might not get that joke, but you might get it. I mean, really. In middle school, there was so much dealing with kids not pushing in their chairs. And since my vision was getting worse during that time, I had a higher chance of tripping and falling due to said chairs. Well, use your blind cane, Kenny. I did! But in narrow little sections, it's not the easiest to dodge these red chairs. Actually, I think they were blue chairs, but still. Another thing to touch on about that is at lunch. And this is still happening. I get the gaps between the lunch benches are not the largest, but why do kids have to bump into me like every freaking 15 seconds? I mean, really? Is it that hard just not to and watch where you're going? I don't know. That's just two of my general pet peeves when it comes to school and things that happen. Let's move on to the next policy, per se. Alright, this next one's an interesting one. And it actually has to do with you guys, and it started this year. No YouTube at school. Beep. Just kidding. I'm at home, as you can see, so I can YouTube all I want. Challenge me. Simon Trickster. Anyways, so yeah, there's a new policy that you can't use YouTube at school. But, can you? Yes, you can. Am I going to disclose how? No, I'm not going to. Because I would like to consider myself one of the students that if I'm going on YouTube at school, it's during my free time when I have absolutely nothing to do. So yeah, you can still go on YouTube at school, but not with your school account. That's as much information on that as I'm going to give. But yeah, you are not supposed to go on YouTube, which I guess makes sense because for one, kids are distracted by their videos, watching them while the teacher's trying to teach. And for two, some kids might be trying to watch inappropriate videos, even though the school does have some implements in blocking said videos. However, generally speaking, kids are getting smart, AI is getting smart. There's a way to bypass those firewalls, essentially, in most of those situations. So yeah, no YouTube. Crap. Let's talk about the 10-minute rule. What is the 10-minute rule, you may be asking? Well, this has been enforced since middle school, and basically it implies that a student cannot use the restroom or get a drink of water for the first 10 minutes / last 10 minutes of class. You might be wondering, wait, doesn't that mean not at all? Well, no, it means you can't use that during the first 10 and the last 10. So, say your class is 45 minutes long. The first 10 minutes you can't, and the last 10 minutes you can't. So, by doing some simple math, in between that 45-minute period, you have 25 minutes to use the bathroom or get some water. Now, the conversation is about to get a little spicy, but I will cover it up per se. Now, you might be like, okay, they can hold it for 10 minutes. Well, here's the one issue with that. If you really gotta take a number 2, are you gonna sit there and hold it and hope you don't crap yourself or possibly crap yourself? Or are you gonna tell the teacher and be like, please, I gotta go. Let me go. And if they're like, no, are you still gonna sit there? Or are you gonna run out of that classroom? What? Classroom. And get in trouble? Because honestly, I'm picking option 2. I'd like to say I do really good at school, but I'm sorry, I have to pick option 2. And then with girls around the teenage years have something called a P dot 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 dot. The P dot 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 is when a girl is going through puberty and is having a cycle happening. A certain cycle where a certain liquid flows from them. And this liquid isn't like going to the bathroom. You can't hold this liquid in. So a girl would need to go in the bathroom to deal with the liquid. YouTube, if you flag me for being an asshole or something, I will sue you. Okay, not actually, but like, come on, that's baby terms. Some of you don't even know what the heck I'm talking about because some of you are watching my videos at the age of like 12. But by the same time, the internet is getting crazier and crazier, and we have Catherine Larkspur. So maybe you guys do know what I'm talking about, even if you're like 6. 6. I just think it's a dumb policy for those 2 big reasons, and it's pooped. Pun was not intended today. Oh, I'm a murder. Alright, let's touch on one more little annoying thing. And that, per se, again, is not a policy, but as a start, of the day when we first come in the morning and the bell for first period rings, and then after lunch, over the speaker, they always say, "Everyone, this is your friendly reminder slash official warning. It is now time to power off your device and put it away." Something along those lines. And I understand that some students, typically without that reminder, would not do so. But do we have to hear it every godforsaken day? It's a little overkill in my opinion, but again, I see why. Yep, just wanted to do a classic Kenny's Corner 2014 video with you guys and just talk about some random things to do with school. What do you guys think about school? Do you like it or you hate it, or are you in between team? Post it in the comment section down below. Bye.